guys, Eric Choi here. Good morning. Today we're going to the biggest car meet in Orange County, South OC Cars and Coffee at San Clemente. The weather is nice, there's no traffic. We arrived at Pack SU show. Parked right here next to a beautiful Z8, which is a very, very rare car. The BMW Z8 is a tribute to the BMW 507 classic car that Elvis Presley has one as well. Look at the interior. I'll say this is the most beautiful modern BMW they have designed. The coupe looks great too. We got Fonzie. Morning. Porsche, the king of cars and coffee.
Yeah.
It looks same, but they're all different. So that's a GT3, GT3 RS, GT3, GT3. Oh man, they're all GT3.
Yeah.
GT4, GT4 RS, Touring, Guard Red, GT3 RS. So the beauty of this cars and coffee is not just about supercar, hypercar. They have all kinds of vehicles.
You afraid to drop a dime when you already dropped a dime. Got a wife at home, but you steady on my line. Talking about shorty, you remember when I grind slow? Did I really blow your mind though? Nah, you got me confused with your other booze. I've been peep game, so I...
Fonzie, someone's looking for you. A cougar.
Oh no, I have a ring.
This is cool. I don't know anything about this car. That name caught my attention. It's a Mercury Cougar. Here is one of my favorite cars. The Miata, the NA Miata. I love them. I had two Miata before, NA both.
Oh, really?
And that's where I learned manual from.
That's great. These are great cars. I mean, you can take them to the track and drive them home.
Yep. Love your car. So, fun story about the Miata. So when I was back in college, we have a group of car friends that doesn't know how to drive manual. And then we went ahead and bought a Miata for $1,500, and we passed around the Miata.
Yeah.
He'll pay for the $1,500 like a deposit, and then whatever happens to that car, he's gonna fix it to be drivable and pass it to the next guy. And I'm the third guy that has it, and then all I did is I put new tires on it,
Yeah.
and then learn manual from it.
That's a great plan. Yeah, that was really good. These cars are great too because the parts are, like to learn and even to learn how to track. They're great. The parts are accessible. They're cost effective. So it's a good car.
Yeah, I love them. They drive really fun. You can always floor it because it doesn't have power. Every corner, every straight, you just floor it with it. The clutch is very forgiving. Most importantly, it has the pop-up headlight.
Yeah.
But they're not cheap anymore.
They're not.
The first one I grabbed is $1,500. The second one I grabbed is like $3,000. Come with the hard top. Now, if you're grabbing something like this, it's around $8,000.
Oh wow.
It went up.
Yeah.
How many windows is this?
20-ish windows.
20-ish?
Yeah.
It's worth $1 million. I think the more window it got, the worth the more. This is cool.
Is this split in the middle? Oh, so it's actually 23.
So this is the one that probably worth a lot.
Yeah.
I know a comedian were in love with them.
Yes. His name's Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah.
Fluffy. I learned English from watching his show, but apparently it doesn't work out really well.
There's no bunny to go get her. Cause I ain't worried about it. Let's sue Susie and Sally and worry about your mess. I promise I'll be
67 fastback. Fonzie, you said is super rare with a V8 in it.
Yep, about 200K.
200K. Oh, stripe or no stripe?
I'm actually liking no stripe, maybe
Yeah.
because it's new to me.
It's got the new Ford GT showing the MSRP.
Back in the day, man.
I thought this is in the million.
Aftermarket they are because they were locked in. I think there was like a 2-year contract that you had to keep the car before you could sell it.
Yeah, I remember John Cena was getting sued by Ford for selling his car early. All right, looks like everybody's starting to leave. That's it for South OC Cars and Coffee. But I'm going somewhere else together with you guys. Stay tuned. way back from San Clemente and I took out the 190E because I'm meeting with somebody. I'm meeting with Chris. He has a C63 that runs 1,000 horsepower. And the reason I'm checking out his car is because that motor is one of the options I can shove in the 190E. And I want to check out his car to see what is it capable of, what kind of mods that you can do. Without further ado, let's meet Chris. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Thanks for bringing out your beauty.
No worries.
1,000 horsepower?
Yeah, it's been making 1,000 for about 3 years.
So it's reliable.
It's been pretty reliable.
That's
yeah.
crazy, 1,000. Tell us a little bit more about your car and what kind of mods that you have on it.
It's a 2013 C63. I've had it out since 2014. I originally did the whole naturally aspirated setup, tried to get as much power out of it as I could.
Supercharge?
ESS supercharger with some Whipple parts in it, and then it's on methanol and ethanol. A lot of fuel.
Yeah, that's definitely the combination to get 1,000.
These cars, their main shortage is just fuel. It takes a lot of fuel and cooling, and they can make good power.
Imagine the 190 with 1,000 horse.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Limited traction.
I'm a BMW guy. My first car is a BMW 330. And since then, all my cars are BMW. I have the 330, I have a 135, I have the E46 M3, I have 3 of them. But that is technically my first Mercedes. Do you mind popping the hood to see what's underneath it?
Sure.
Wow. The ESS supercharger. So you said the OEM transmission, it won't hold that power, right?
It did for about a year.
For 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
It held for quite a while. The clutches failed and then spun the input shaft. Pretty easy to build.
What's the max that the OEM transmission can handle?
I've been told about 700 torque, but I put more to it than that and it held for a good while. I was really beating on it too without a transmission cooler.
You definitely were using that transmission to the max.
It was getting hot.
That's amazing.
The motor can make a lot more. The transmission is not happy even fully built.
Is the logic behind it? Because you're running factory TCU and all that, right?
It doesn't really comprehend the pressure of the new clutches. Even with a lot of tuning, it's just not 100%. So when you shift with more power, it just acts funny.
Any upgrade on the brakes?
Stock brake, Brembo.
Stock wheel too?
Yeah, I like looking stock.
Sleeper?
Yeah.
Inside is stock as well, it's all clean.
Yeah, the only gauge is in my ashtray, so I can still shut that. Small methanol tank in the trunk.
Exhaust is OEM? That's OEM tip.
OEM tips, it's a MBH exhaust system.
I heard that if you want to get the AMG Rumble, you need the C63 factory muffler. That's what everybody wants.
They do have a very unique, specific sound.
So does this still sound something similar to that or completely different?
Yeah, it sounds very similar to that.
Okay.
It's still the stock mufflers, just the rest is from MBH.
This is a M156, a 6.2 liter, not a 6.3. They call it 63, but it's not a 6.3. A 6.2 liter V8. And it is something I can put into the 190E, but look at the size. It's definitely not that easy. And Chris actually have some knowledge about it that it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, it will be. I have a 190 as well, great cars.
Yes, Chris also have a 190E. So stuffing this engine in my 190E, I probably have to do a new subframe, a new engine mount. Do I have to cut any of the firewall, do you know?
Potentially.
Potentially?
There's big potential. And then depending on your transmission, you might need to do some tunnel work as well.
We just put a hammer, widen the transmission tunnel.
That might not go too well because all the controls for the electronics run right over the transmission tunnel.
What if we go standalone?
Then you could delete all that.
Motec or Max or some other ECU to kind of abandon the wire.
Yeah, to get that wire out there, you're still gonna have to gut your interior down to the bare floor.
Not gonna be an easy one, but I really like this V8. Let's hear it.
Definitely. I have it tuned to be a bit rich on startup, so I might shoot some fuel out.
Okay. Is the car warm?
Yeah, it's warm.
A little wrap. thank you, Chris. Thanks for sharing me the C63. I'm very, very excited about that. But it's hard to find a donor car. Yours is a 2013?
Almost 80,000.
80,000. If I want to find something with that condition, that mileage, how much are they right now?
Depending on if you want a P31 motor, all the forged internals too.
Internal.
Yeah.
And the P40, that is from anything in 2013.
They had a P30 package before, which was mainly just tune, and that was the 2008 to 2011, 2007 in Europe too.
Is that an option or it's just?
It's an option.
It's an option?
Yeah.
How do I can just put in the VIN decoder and it will tell?
Yeah, P31, otherwise known
P31.
as the performance package.
Got it. And they start offering that from 2012 or?
2012 all the way until 2015.
I look online a little bit. I found one that's 09, so not the best engine. That's 135,000 miles, 5 owner, 5 accident, salvage title. They still fix it up, and they're selling the car with the windshield all cracked and all that for 10K. It's out in Ohio.
Those also have a different transmission. So those have a full automatic with a torque converter.
But that car is like $10,000. Your car is newer, better, forged internal. The budget is kind of tight, but it is definitely something I want to put in the 190E because it has the AMG heritage. It has that rumble noise that I like. It makes crazy horsepower, but I have to get the one that he has.
And in the long run, your car will be lighter.
On the lighter side. Oh.
Yeah, that iron block inline 6 is much heavier than the M156.
Then the V8.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that. But let's see. I'm still on a hunt on the donor car, but the C63 is very, very tempting.
Nah, son, you don't even have one.
Who said that? Everybody.
We are back on the road, and the day hasn't ended yet. Tonight I'm going to watch Monster Jam with some of my friends.
That was it. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. See you in the next video.
392 sounds amazing.